Hi there, and welcome to our market update for this week. So today's topic, though, I'm going to discuss about oil and expects further increase of gas prices or petrol prices, depending on which country you live in. In the US, we call it gas. In Europe, you call it petrol. So if oil will keep on going, then the possibilities that increase in gas or petrol prices is going to increase is more than likely to happen. So for example, here in the Bay Area where I do live, for example, the cheapest price that I've seen is $4.15 a gallon. So there's approximately around 3 liters per gallon if we're changing that in terms of measurement from the English system to the metric system. So other than that, if you just divide it by approximately 3, then you will get the price basically in liters. So let's go through in terms of oil. But before I will begin, please note that these videos are for educational purposes only and not to be taken in form of advice. Past performance is indicative of future results. Trading in general is risky, and please do not trade if you cannot afford to lose. So get educated, get in contact with us. If you like these type of videos, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and leave some comments. All right, so I'm going to go through here first in the US oil. And currently, if this is the monthly chart, it's been on a downtrend actually since 2009, right? So you have a bunch of lower highs and a bunch of lower lows. And it actually broke out about a few months ago very clearly. And actually, if I will add in, so there's 2. So the first time it broke out within this trend line was in March of this year of 2021. And then the second time it actually broke out was in June of this year. But I will remove the last trend line because I'm just going to go through within this from the last high itself. And so what did it do this month? Well, you can see it very clearly that we have a lot of buyers push the price to the upside. It broke out this area of supply. So from a supply point of view, where the last price point here, the price of 76.88, then you have this one here, 76.95. It created a new higher high, came back down, created a higher low. Part of the forecast would be, okay, can it drop even further to correct itself? It didn't want to do that. Last month, it created a minor higher low through there, very bullish, and a clear breakout through here, where now it's heading towards this major zone of supply between 106 or 107.68 and 112 or 115 or what's that one, 114.79. Okay, 114.79. So this range of supply, there's enough distance in here for it to cover. So in the long run, in terms of a longer term time frame or longer term perspective, I am bullish with oil in general. Okay, so as long as and provided that, number one, it also has to break this demand at one point. So, and how do I know it's a demand? Because price rebounded numerous times. After the first time, second time, third time, continued. Over here, on the other hand, October 2014, it broke out. So these 2 bearish candles, there was a lot of selling pressure from here, and it broke out. And in order for it to come back up, first time, second time failed, third time, fourth time it broke out. So I know for a fact there's a lot of buyers supporting this area at this point in time. Here, it's also very strong because it did break out. Now, if it breaks through around that 83.04 or 84, 85.69, 94, 85.94. So within this range, then we're going to be in a free ride to head all the way to the upside. So a longer term, part of the forecast in terms of probability wise, the odds and probability that oil can go above $100 a barrel is more than likely to happen, and it will retest 107 all the way to 114.79. And if it's so, they will go all the way from 2008, reaching at high point 147.27. So depending where you're at, you're going to pay more in terms of price per liter or per gallon somewhere sometime. And now that winter is actually coming, oil will also going to be a form of in demand. So it's going to head up in there. Medium term to short term, on the other hand, if it's going to finish like this, part of our forecast, since the price is at supply right there, and since the last time it did reach it was 2000, from a breakout perspective, was 2014. So I wouldn't be surprised if this will come back down a little bit, maybe perhaps come back down to area of demand, back to 76, to retest that price once again, and then to break out furthermore. Number one, that's number one. Number two, it's also way overbought. So it's not sustainable. When something is way overbought, they need to create more demand somewhere sometime in the future by selling it. And then when the price is cheap, people will start buying it once again. So from a short-term to medium-term perspective, I am bearish with oil, but from a longer-term perspective, it is going to be bullish, and watch out for more expensive gas prices. And at the same time, there is another indicator, what we call the dollar index, based on the petrodollar. On a bigger scale of things, I want you as well to note that price of the dollar index is also very bullish. However, there's also a possibility that this is going to head back to around the 92 as a form of a correction before it can continue. So if this one corrects, the dollar will become cheaper for it to, basically when this one occurs to drop, then this is where oil is going to go to the upside. On the other hand, if this is going to continue to go further to the upside, which is more likely to happen, then, okay, so let me minimize it here for a sec. Where we're forecasting actually the dollar index to head towards around that 97. Mind you, though, you have a higher low over here, and from a correctional standpoint, all the way to around 96.50 to 97 is where we're forecasting it. That if you go through there, then definitely oil is going to come back down as a form of a minor correction before it can continue to go even further. Okay, so that is two key points and why we are bullish longer term with oil. You can see here too the dollar index from shorter term to medium term from a correctional standpoint. Back to the demand, if it breaks out 94.74, it's going to head towards around that 97.50, somewhere here within this range. Okay, so that is part of our forecast. So longer term, on the other hand, still very bearish. However, price point that they need to, since it already broke out from there, next to break is 94.74. It breaks through that from this area of supply, heading towards around that 97 area, even all the way to back to parity, 100, 101, if it chooses to, only if it chooses to. All right, so that is basically my report for the week and why we are going to expect more higher prices with gas or petrol because of increase or the possibility, the probability that oil will be more expensive in the long run. All right, guys, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Other than that, take care until next time. Happy trading. See you later. Bye now.